Let's go through the process of disassembling and cleaning your PDP match steel frame. Start by making sure your firearm is clear. I'm going to drop the magazine, rack the slide to the rear, make sure there's nothing in the chamber, make sure there's nothing in the magazine well. We can see that this gun is clear, so we're ready to continue. With the steel frame slide locked back, you're going to notice this takedown lever right here on the side. What we need to do is rotate that upward to about a 90-degree angle, and we're going to drop the slide and watch the slide assembly come forward. Now we'll press the trigger, and the slide assembly will continue forward, ready to be removed from the steel frame. We'll set the slide assembly down, as well as the frame. Pick up your slide assembly. You've got your guide rod and recoil spring assembly. Going to push forward on that slightly, and that will allow it to be removed from the barrel lug. You can push up from the underside of your barrel and remove that as well. And this is the field disassembly for the PDP steel frame. The areas that need to be lubricated inside the slide are going to be where the barrel interfaces with the slide on the top, and then you have 4 channels where the frame lugs will interface with the slide. Those can get just a little bit of lubrication. 1 drop of oil or a small amount of grease will be just fine. On the barrel, you're going to want to put a drop of oil to coat the outside of the barrel. And for the inside of the barrel, you can use any number of solvents that are on the market, bore snakes, brushes, plenty of options there to get the barrel clean. The guide rod and recoil spring assembly shouldn't need much maintenance, so just wiping it off with a dry cloth should be fine. But if it gets really funky, you could always spray some sort of solvent, aerosol solvent, on there to get it cleaned off. On the frame itself, you'll notice 4 lugs, again, that will interface with the slide. Those need to be cleaned thoroughly, and then you can take a drop of lubricant, oil, grease, whatever you like, and put it on each of those points. You should be ready to go. Now, let's reassemble the PDP match steel frame. Start by taking your slide assembly, take the barrel upside down, and you'll put the muzzle through the front of the slide, and then drag the barrel back until it locks. On the guide rod and recoil spring assembly, you'll notice that it has 2 separate ends. One has a thinner cap, and the other one has a thicker cap. The thinner cap goes forward towards the muzzle, and it will interface with the locking lug in the front of the slide. You'll push forward on it just slightly, maybe 1/8 of an inch, and it will then lock into the rear of the barrel. Making sure your takedown lever is in roughly a 90-degree position. You'll interface the channels on the slide with the lugs on the frame, and then you're going to pull the slide assembly all the way back and then lift up on the slide release levers to lock the slide to the rear. And then you'll take the takedown lever and push it back forward, and you should get a nice audible click, just like that. And now you're ready to go. That's how you disassemble and reassemble the PDP match steel frame.